Hey there, it's Avery Grace and I am back again with another video, and I should be sleeping because it's 12 o'clock at night, but I have the worst time sleeping, and I'm also trying to be a morning person. It's a terrible combination, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I just want to provide an update on my journey, a good update, and how I've been feeling lately. And I can tell that there's changes. I've been noticing changes and I've been pointing out the changes as I create a video and sneak it in there and, point out my old videos. And I think I was looking at my channel and I have like 79 videos now. Like, that's a good number. This is gonna be number 80. And I have another video in queue, but I don't know if I'll ever post it. You can make videos and not post them. It's totally fine. You can do a lot of things and keep it to yourself. And honestly, that's what I did in the beginning. Like, not every video was great, but then there came a point where I just had to post the video. I had to get myself out there, even if it was uncomfortable. And if I felt comfortable enough with the result of maybe the 5th or 6th try, then I put it out there. But what I've learned along the way is that now that I'm just growing as a person, as I expected I would, I've come to learn things about myself and putting myself on the internet. And that is, I don't like to keep trying at a video, mostly because I don't really have a script. I'm just talking to you guys, talking to myself. But I like to show up my authentic self and give you my thoughts, opinions in the moment as I'm recording myself with no cuts. There's been a few times where I'm like, should I cut that? And I'm like, no, keep it in. Or just never show anyone. And so now it's like the system I have is more, I don't try to recreate the same video. If I can't get my point across, then I might just drop it. I don't find that it's important to keep talking about something that I can't work out in my head to make sense and communicate effectively to you guys. So I drop it because I realize that maybe I just need to take some more time to learn about that topic or the situation or myself, and it's really helped me. And so, although I'm not as consistent as I want to be with posting, I'm consistent enough that like I'm doing more than most, and I see that. Even like some of the creators I personally follow and love and adore and look up to as my mentors, I've even purchased mentorships from. Some of them are very quiet now, and I don't know if it's because they're doing well in life and they don't really need to update everyone because they're busy. Like, I get busy too. I get really busy and then I don't think about it. I'm thinking about my own progress, my own work, and and this is kind of like that little, hey, talking to a friend, and also just letting others know, like, what's up. And the reason I keep showing up, the reason I keep trying, is because what I realize, what I seek out of others, is to just hear someone talk, to talk about their journey or where they're at, like headspace, or like, are they like, is business good for them, or just just because I like that person. And I've never been like the type of person to be like obsessed with someone. I always found it kind of funny when like people just like melt over celebrities or famous people. I just never understood it. I guess I was busy living my own life, and I try to keep it that way. But since doing this type of work and finding people that I look up to and that inspire me, I do get really invested in their lives. And then that makes me think about like my own audience, is that my own audience probably is invested in me too, or even just people that like to hear me talk. If you like to hear me talk, I so appreciate it because I love it. I would love to have a podcast one day and just like really dive deeper into it. I have lots of ideas and goals in my life that expands beyond just spicy adult content. But I've always looked at this as a way to fund those projects, my passion projects, you could say, because I refuse to believe that I will ever go back to work for someone. And that was a big risk. That was a big risk because I was scared to work for myself. And now here I am a year later, and it's so crazy and it makes me emotional. And I'll leave that for another video. Today, I really just wanted to share with you guys how much more confident I am and how I hold myself, especially with like difficult conversations or when I feel uncomfortable or I just want to say no. And I used to get in my head. I used to be a bad people pleaser. Like I just wanted to I didn't want anyone to be mad at me. And I think that there's ways that you can handle a conversation without people getting mad at you. It's all about how you react. And honestly, what I've noticed for myself is when I do get frustrated or confused or flustered uh, regarding what someone said, I step back. I step back. If I don't have any, like, if I can't joke about it or I can't respond to it in a playful way, I step back because for me, I want to say something I don't want to say. I think a lot of people feel that way. And it's just not my style. I like to think through the things that I say. I like to think about my character and who I am as a person and how even though I don't care, I do care. So I like to conduct myself in a respectful manner because I expect the same in return. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that by thinking like that, I've captivated a very respectful audience that just makes me feel so loved and encouraged to just show up myself in this form and not have to pretend to be somebody else. And I think that is so cool. And it's easy. It's easy because I'm not putting on an act. I might do some role playing, but I'm still me. And I love that. And I love that people love that. And I'll even point out that like in just the last like couple of days, I've had 3 different people point out one of my biggest insecurities. And kind of going back to like, how do I respond to this? What do I say? And so like I would just kind of step back and think about it, and I'm like, they're saying it in a positive way, that they're complimenting me. They believe that it's a compliment because all the other words and things they say, why would they throw in something negative unless they're just that type of person? I don't know, but I choose not to believe that everyone is that way. There are people out there that are like that, but I just choose to believe there's good people and they mean what they say until I feel they don't mean what they say. I usually catch on, but that's also not what this video is about. So, just all to say, I've grown to be more confident in how I talk to other people. I've always been good at customer service, but it was a little bit tough coming into this industry and the different types of people that you deal with, especially when people are giving you money. It makes it harder because it's like, do I entertain it? Am I worth that? Do I charge more? Or do I just drop it? Like, you gotta like balance your time in a way that makes sense to you. And so that's what I have to say. Okay, I am looking around and trying to catch a thought, but because it is hard. I'm not going to say that it's easy. I think I have a lot of experience. I know that there's people that come into this industry and they can't deal with it. It's a lot. And a lot of people say you gotta have thick skin. I like to think I have thick skin. When I came in here, I don't know, I was a little insecure. I wasn't super confident in myself. I mean, I know what I look like. I know how people treat me. I know how people treated me when I was skinny. So I already kind of knew people were going to judge me and critique me and, you know, take advantage of a situation. And the best thing I could do was control how I reacted and not let people see that side of myself, because I don't want to show that side of myself. I don't feel like I need to show that side of myself. I can go see a therapist, I can talk to a friend, my spouse, anybody in my immediate life. I don't need to share that with other people. I think that's important, that sometimes you have to know when to step back, when to ask for some advice, when to just stop engaging. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I shared a little bit of information, gave you a little bit of what was on my mind. Now I'm going to decide if I'm going to go to bed or if I'm going to keep working. This is my biggest problem right now, is I'm just so motivated to keep working because things are looking great, and when things are great, I just want to like work harder. I want to work harder because it's, I don't know, sometimes it's like you go through ups and downs, and so when I'm on a high, I'm just like, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing it. Let's see how far we can take it. And so, thanks for listening today, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.